So there's been a lot of excitement in our office today because at long last we're able to talk about wedding dresses and dress shopping, because the latest government announcement is that we will, from the 15th of June, if all is well, be able to start opening up retail outlets, including bridal boutiques, menswear shops. Now, there's a few questions around how it will work with fitting rooms and making sure that you will be completely safe with fitting rooms. But the general feeling amongst the bridal boutiques is that because of the one-to-one service that they offer, they will be able to make that work. So 15th of June, fingers crossed, you will be able to start having fitting appointments. Now, appointments is the important word here. You will almost certainly not be able to just walk into a bridal shop. We are not expecting that for some time. It's really important that the right number of people are there. It takes a long time to have a fitting appointment. So just to try on dresses for the very first time, let alone the actual sort of measuring and fitting, takes quite a long time. The last thing you're going to want to do is have a queue of people down the pavement. So bridal shops are all operating an appointment system. Most are leaving quite a gap in between appointments as well. So what this means is there is going to be a real shortage. We will probably see the bridal shops opening not only 7 days a week, but into the evenings as well. And obviously with minimal staff working on each appointment, and they will be needing it to be minimal number of people with you as well. Now, this might throw that tradition out the window, because you may find that it is safer for you to go with a member of your household. And the chances are that's going to be your other half. So they may see you in that dress before you walk up the aisle. So just have a think about that. And if you're really uncomfortable with that, just wait until it's safe for you to go with another family member. But for the time being, we would expect it to only be one person, whether that's your mum, your partner, your bridesmaid, just choosing one person to go with. They will need to be prepared to help you in and out of the dresses, rather than the staff from the shop needing to get close enough to help you in and out of the dresses. So just make sure it is somebody that you are comfortable in a changing room with. So what about your other bridesmaids and the rest of your bridal party who will be desperate to share that moment with you? Well, really good news there, because a lot of bridal shops are going to allow you to have a live link so that anyone else can join in. You can listen to their comments. You can perhaps have dodgy signal when you don't want to hear their comments and just turn it off. But a lot of bridal boutiques will be offering that as an opportunity. So look out for that. Check in advance. Don't just assume that you can go into the shop and video. There's quite a few copyright issues around dresses. So do, as a matter of courtesy, just check in advance. But it's quite likely that everyone else can join in from home. The other thing not to expect is the customary glass of champagne. So it will help you from the point of view of having an absolutely clear mind in choosing that dress. Take a bottle of water if you're likely to want to drink while you're there. It can be quite hot work putting all these dresses on and off. But it's something that you would need to just think about in advance, because you won't be able to be offered the usual refreshments. I know the bridal boutiques will be really keen to, but they just can't at the moment. And really important that they abide by the rules so that they can stay open. What else might you expect? So when you actually arrive, don't be alarmed if it looks a little bit more clinical than you might have imagined. So however much the team at the bridal boutique will want to be opening the doors and giving you a big hug and saying come on in and so on, they're probably going to be wearing masks, possibly even perspex visors, because they do need to get quite close to you. They'll probably be wearing gloves, and they will quite likely offer you gloves and a mask to wear as well. We know from talking to Ellie Sanderson, who's got a couple of boutiques in Oxfordshire and Buckinghamshire, she'll actually be taking temperatures of people as they arrive and offering to take the staff temperatures as well, so that you know you're safe within the boutique. So that's going to be a little bit different. They will be keen that you don't touch everything, particularly the dresses. They won't want you just touching each dress to browse through. So they will help you browse the dresses and choose which ones to try on. Each dress that you try on has to be thoroughly cleaned inside and out before anyone else can try it on. So that's why they're not going to want you just sort of touching everything and picking everything up. So one of the things that will really help with that is before you go, have a look online, just see the sort of styles that you like, see if you can identify them, make a note of them. It's better to write them down rather than be passing your phone around. So just write them all down on a piece of paper, particular styles that you know you like, maybe print off some pictures if you've got the facility to print off pictures at home. But otherwise, at least just have a little bit of an idea. So that will just mean that you're minimising what you are trying on. Now, fingers crossed, you will find the gown of your dreams. If not, if you don't find the right gown for you in that boutique, we all want to minimise the amount of sort of window shopping, as it were, that you're doing at the moment. Obviously, these appointments are a really valuable resource. So don't be afraid to say to the boutique owner what it was that you didn't like about her selection of gowns and what it is you're looking for instead. They won't mind at all. They intentionally stock different lines from other boutiques in the area, so they will be able to say, actually, if that's what you're looking for, this boutique is probably the right boutique, and it'll just help you find that right boutique as quickly and as easily as possible so that you book your appointments in the right places. So when to go shopping is going to be your next question. Do you need to dash out and try and get that appointment on the 15th or 16th of June as soon as they open? Well, it's quite likely that those that have got automatic booking systems will already have booked up a lot of dates during June anyway. They were allowing brides to book and then just moving appointments on if necessary, if they weren't going to be open in time. But don't hang around. There are only so many gowns that seamstresses can make. And there's a reason that there's quite a long order time, and it's because it does take a while and there's always a little bit of a backlog. Now, the seamstresses on the whole have caught up now. There is still a lag from the supply chain from China and Italy. They were obviously particularly badly hit by the pandemic very early on, and that's where, if not gowns coming from, a lot of the fabrics come from there. So even if it's not a Chinese made gown, it may be that the fabric originated there and there's a few lags. Having said that, generally those that had already ordered their dresses before lockdown, those dresses are well underway, and the seamstresses have lots of capacity now, and they will throughout this summer, because what we know is a lot of weddings have postponed to next year. So if you wait until next year and you go in January to have your first appointment and start shopping for gowns then, you're going to find that you are somewhere in the queue with all of those other brides next year and all of the brides that were originally planning on getting married in 2021. So just like everything else you're booking, if you have something particular in mind, make sure you order it early. Now, from the point of view of keeping up with fashions, there's not going to be drastic changes between now and next year because the fashion weeks obviously had to be cancelled. They were all towards the end of March, so didn't happen this year. Styles are being adjusted and being brought more up to date, and there will be a few more styles coming in. But what we're expecting is that the main difference in styles is going to be through accessorising. So that's something you can wait until much nearer the time. So our advice would be get your gown sorted now and then wait until nearer the time. So wait until next season and sort out the accessories then. If you're worried that you're going to gain weight or lose weight, between now and when the wedding is going to be, particularly if you have postponed to next year, then the advice is to choose the gown, know which gown it's going to be, get it ordered, but with the actual size to be confirmed slightly nearer the time. So you'll be able to confirm with the boutique, but they will at least get that in the queue, and they will be able to tell you exactly what date they will need those final measurements in order to make the dress. So the final bit of advice is for brides that are getting married this summer and either haven't sorted their own dress or haven't sorted their bridesmaids' dresses. So if it's your own dress you're concerned about and you're worried about the lack of appointments, contact the bridal boutiques. They are really, really, really sympathetic to the situation you're in. They will make it work. They will stay late, they'll come in early, they will find a way to fit you in. So if it is a genuine, you definitely need a gown, then they'll make sure that happens for you. For bridesmaids, it's going to be a little bit harder during social distancing. You can't go in with a gaggle of bridesmaids. So it's either going to be a matter of choosing a style that will work with all shapes and sizes. And a lot of bridesmaids' dresses are designed absolutely with that in mind. So either choose a style that's going to work and let your bridesmaids know, perhaps have them on a Zoom, hold up a few, or ask the bridal shop to hold up a few options. You can even do that with your bridesmaids, so you can be at the other end of the Zoom with your bridesmaids, talking to the bridal boutique and asking to show you what's there and what the colour options are. If that's just not possible, this season might be the time to just go, do you know what, we're going to have to just not be unique when it comes to the bridesmaids. They're going to play second fiddle to you. And if you need to rely on high street designs, there are some fantastic high street designs out there. And just for this season, I'm sure it won't be the no-no to be wearing one of those. So encourage your bridesmaids to find something that they all love and will be comfortable in. So I hope that has helped, and everyone can now get really, really excited about starting that bridal shopping. Get online, pinpoint the designs you like, choose which styles you like, work out which designers you love, and have a little bit of an idea before you go so that you can choose the right shop. But make sure you enjoy the experience. They might be hidden behind masks, but those bridal boutique assistants are going to be grinning from ear to ear when they see your face when you choose the dress. So enjoy it. Thank you.